right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakach Padash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. And welcome to another series of GMS on the Job. This is the brother Yashamai coming back at you with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, while I am at work, physically working for Esau. But while I am physically working for Esau, I am also doing the spiritual work of the Lord, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, by providing spiritual lessons to the Lord's sheep and spiritual edification in hopes of providing a decent meal that the Lord's elect may be fed. So as you may know, while I'm at work, I cannot pull up precepts on my phone, but what I can do is give you precepts that I have on deck in my mind as we walk in the scriptures of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, which makes it easier for us to remember those precepts. So in this video, I wanted to go into how the carpenter is going to come to rid the house of pests. I'll say it again. This video is going to be about how the carpenter is going to come to rid the house of pests. And indeed, the house is going to be rid of pests, because what happens when a house is filled with too many pests? You start to get bacteria, diseases, your food starts to get eaten up. Case in point, mice, right? Now, I hate mice, okay? I can't stand mice. But you know, like mice, for an example, you might be sleeping in the middle of the night because you have to be up in the morning for work, right? Then out of nowhere, you hear something clinking on a bag of chips, and you wake up in the middle of the night like what the fuck is that? And then you look around, right? You might sit up and look around. The sound might stop, but then you lay back down, and after about maybe three to 7 minutes, you start hearing that clinking sound on your potato bag again. So then you get up, you turn on the light, you go to your bag of chips, and come to find out, you find the mice running behind your entertainment set or underneath your bed, inside of a crack, an open crack that was, at the corner of the wall where your bed is at. And you like, man. And something else about mice too, they like to leave turds everywhere, okay? They like to leave shit everywhere, okay? So, yeah, man, pest control, very important. Now, another case in point, bed bugs, Bed bugs is another major pest that nobody likes. Everybody hates bed bugs. You have bed bugs, they're extremely hard to get rid of, because they can live in wood, they can live in blankets, they can live in sheets, they can live in walls, plaster, paper bags, okay? They can live in just about anything. And the annoying part about them is that you don't know if you've been bitten by one until you start itching. So By the time you start scratching the area where you're itching at, right, they're already gone. You don't know where they went. You don't know where they're hiding or where they're coming from. Your only hope is that you can locate their nest and get rid of it as quick as possible. So at the moment, the house is full of pests, roaches, mice, bed bugs, you know, ticks, silver, what do they call those things? They call them silver something, still silver ticks or something like that. You know, you got ticks, you got fleas, flies. Flies is another form of pests. You got flies roaming around. But guess what? The carpenter is going to come and he's going to rid that house of pests. Of all these pests. He's going to clean his house up. So in the book of Matthew, right? There was a time when Yahweh Shai, right? He was speaking to his congregation. And when our people heard his words, one of their responses was, isn't this not the son of Joseph, the carpenter? So in Yahweh Shai's days, when he walked the earth, he was called a carpenter, okay? And you know, a carpenter is not just one who specializes in building, you know, putting things together. You know, a carpenter is also one who deals with plumbing, pest control, things of that nature. So Yahweh Shai was known for being a carpenter, and he was known for being a carpenter in his days when he walked the earth. Now Yahweh Shai put forth a parable. Yahweh Shai the carpenter, he put forth a parable to his disciples, you know, where he spoke about, you know, the angels of heaven. But he also spoke about the field. Well, he called the angels reapers. And, you know, he said the field. You know, he said the reapers are the angels and the field is the world. So we know that the world, which is talking about the earth, right? The world, the earth is referred to as many different things in the scriptures. The world is referred to as the field, you know. The world is also referred to as the house. Particular countries are referred to as a house. Like in the book of Joel, the 2nd chapter, where it speaks about how the ICBM missiles shall enter into the house of the thief. Well, the house of the thief is where? That's America. Okay, who's the thief? The thief is Esau Edom, John chapter 10, verse 10. The thief cometh not but to steal and to kill and to destroy. So you see, the world can also be known as a house. Okay? Even the heavens, in John the 14th chapter, the heaven is also known as a house. You know, like in John 14, what did Yahweh Shai tell his disciples? He said, in my Father's house are many mansions. In my Father's house are many mansions. Meaning what? In what the world calls outer space, there are many different planets. So even planets are referred to as houses. So can the planet Earth be referred to as a house? Absolutely. A house is, the word house simply means an abode. An abode is a place where you stay or live at, or live on, or live in. Okay. Now, as touching pests, okay, we know that pests don't do anything but cause trouble. Okay, they defile everything. They leave behind. They leave behind, gunk and bacteria, turds, they eat up everything. So we know that there are many pests in this house, this planet. And the main pests on this planet are the Edomites. They are likened unto rats, okay? Especially the gutter rats living in the land of Israel, saying that they are the people of the Lord, and they are not. Those are the main pests on the planet right now. Okay, these are your main pests on the planet right now. But you also have other pests on the planet, because inside your house, right? Inside your house, pests are your enemy. They are your enemy because they do nothing to help you out. Roaches eat up your food. Mice, rats eat up your food. Bed bugs, they bite your skin. They make you itch all night. Bed bugs can even keep you up all night, because you're just scratching yourself the whole fucking time trying to get some sleep. Flies can wake you up in the middle of your sleep. You might hear something buzzing in your ear and you might wake up. Ticks can keep you up all night. That's how they can be a pest, because they just sit there, they randomly jump on you, they bite you. Okay? And then they just hop from area to area, and they just hop from area to area, just biting, bite, bite. So in your house, your pests are your main enemy. Now, in 2nd Esdras, the 6th chapter, what did Esdras say to the Lord? He said, "O Lord, I say these things unto thee, because thou hast made the world for our sakes." So this planet is really our house. When I say our, I speak of the Hebrew Israelites, which are the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Indians, okay? This planet belongs to us. Okay? This planet belongs to us. This is our planet. Okay? So this planet is our house. And what do we see in our house? We see our house being defiled with pests. And who are these pests? Well, like I said, the number one pest inside of our house are these rats, these Edomites. The so-called white man, starting with the so-called elites, trickling down to the rest of their nation and people. They're the number one pest in our house. Okay? And then you got the second pest, which are the bed bugs. Those are your Hamites, your Africans, okay? They're likened unto bed bugs. Then you got the Arabs, which are likened unto ticks, silver fleas. You got your East Indians, they're likened unto flies. All they do is fly around, they eat shit. And then they leave bacteria and pollution wherever they land at. They like to land eggs and shit, and they don't really do nothing to profit your house. And then you got those Hawaiians, or those Samoans. They're likened unto roaches. They like to eat up your food and shit, but the moment you turn on the light, they scatter. They run like, oh shit. Which we know the light to be Yahweh Shai, but that's what these heathens are like. When the light is presented to them, they scatter and they flee. Okay? You know, then you got Chinese people. They're likened unto centipedes. They like to just roam around and bite people. You know, when you least expect it, they're right there. The fucking centipedes, you know. That's what Chinese people are likened unto. And some houses are literally polluted with centipedes. You know, centipedes are not really a good thing to have in your house. And you know, Japanese people, they're likened unto ticks. You know, ticks are really annoying because they come in large numbers. But if it's like nighttime, right, you might light up a candle. You know, the ticks will literally jump into the fire and literally kill themselves because bugs are naturally attracted to light. So you know, Japanese people, they are really annoying. They are some of the most annoying, you know, pests in our house. But the top most annoying pests in our house are the Edomites. Because let me tell you something about mice. Mice are really smart, you see. They know when to run, when to flee, and to get the hell up out of there. Especially when you go looking for them. You know, mice are really swift. They're really quick. They're really swift and they're really quick, you know. And they don't really give you time to catch them. So you gotta watch out for these fucking mice. But you know, like I said, there is one who could take care of all these pests for us. Okay? There is one who could take care of all these pests for us. Because after a while, man, you start to get worn out from having to deal with these pests, you know? You buying all kind of poison food traps. You buying bed bug traps, bed bug killers, diatomaceous earths. You buying roach spray. You're buying spray for fleas, for ticks. You know? You're over here buying bug zappers. And no matter how many times they die off, they just seem to keep coming back in the house, polluting the fucking house. But there is one that's going to rid this house of pests for good. And that's Yahweh Shai, the carpenter. Because when he returns, he's coming to establish righteousness on the earth. And there ain't going to be no more rat shit anywhere. There ain't going to be no more, you know, because, you know, sometimes you might smush a roach on the wall, right? And it might leave a stain on your wall like, fuck! You know? I mean, you know, I had to say it like that, but it's the truth. Because you don't want no stains on your walls. I mean, come on. We're Israelites. We like to keep our house clean. Okay? We like to keep our house clean. So, you know, when we have to smash a roach on the wall, it's like, man, what the fuck? Or, you know, you kind of don't want to spray roach spray in your house because then your house will be smelling like roach spray. Who wants their house to smell like roach spray? You know? So when the carpenter when the carpenter returns, okay? When the carpenter returns, guess what? He's going to rid our house of all these pests, okay? And guess what? All these pests, they're going to know true pest control, because we're going to literally have them in slavery, and we're going to have them under our control. Okay? And once the kingdom of heaven is established, there ain't going to be no more wickedness. Which that wickedness is likened unto what? Rat shit, smeared roaches and centipedes on walls, the smell of roach spray, bed bugs, you know, fleas and ticks. There ain't going to be no more of that in our house, man. Our house is going to be established in righteousness. And all we're doing is waiting for the carpenter, who is Yahushua, to return. So with that, I'm going to say shalom. So on to the next one.